So Bill de Blasio is the mayor of New York, and he is running for president on the Democratic ticket along with everyone else in America. I think there's about 350 million people running on the Democratic ticket. Bill de Blasio, I like to call him. And this shit just cracked me the fuck up. He goes, lucky to have the talented debater Dante de Blasio helping me get ready for Wednesday. And he shares text messages with his son that made me want to actually die, dude. Like, what the fuck? This is just so cringy, man. Listen to this shit. Dante, the debate's coming up. I'm preparing intensely, but I must admit I'm a little nervous. What advice do you have for me? Thanks. Love you, Dad. I mean, what is this? Like a fucking signature call him for advice?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, I'm glad you've asked. I've got a few ideas. First of all, you're going to want to establish credibility, especially among skeptical young voters. Tell the story of how you met Mom while working as a young staffer at City Hall. She was only 15 and you were 30. Most people said that you were too old for her, but you told her that love is just a number. And in the words of R. Kelly, you said, do you have your passports? Do you have your papers? No, what he said is, tell the story of how you met Mom while working as a young staffer at City Hall, and weave into it a reflection about how hard it is to find, like, the one on Tinder. Oh my God, he did actually say that. He did make a Twitter reference.
Tinder.
What did I say, Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong thing. Okay, but I'm looking for maybe a little more universal message. She's like, son, you're a fucking idiot. What else you got? Okay. Well, in a time of unprecedented national division, one thing we can all agree on are dogs. Sorry, what?
Oh, boy.
You're going to want to build your platform and debate around dogs. Bring photos, better yet, hire a litter of puppies to the debate stage. Have them... he's making actually a joke. It'll be adorbs. That's definitely a creative approach, but how about something that allows me to stand out by talking about my accomplishments? I need to impress the American people by showing them I'm a can-do guy. Oh, okay. In that case, tell the people that New York City was just Staten Island when you started your first term.
He's roasting.
Why don't we focus on technique instead? You are a champion debater. Tell me how it can really make my presence felt on that stage. Okay, I hear you. This one's a sure thing. Dunk. I'm thinking you enter the stage at a jog and do a Zion leap over the monitor. Okay. Yeah. Isn't this not the most embarrassing thing ever?
Yeah, this is a big yikes.
I'm thinking you enter the stage at a jog and do a Zion leap over the moderator to the rim. Total power move. Repeatedly, it would be great if you could clarify some of these NBA trade rumors because I, for one, am confused. Well, that certainly would get attention. Let me think about it. Of course. Just make sure you don't overthink it. Make sure your message is straightforward, talk with your accomplishments, and treat your opponents with respect. You'll do great. Thanks, Coach. Love you. No problem. Fuck you. Your son hates your ass. I'm sure your son hates you. If you actually message your son, hey, Dante, this debate's coming up, he'd be like, fuck you, Dad. I told you never to contact me. Get out! Dante. Can you imagine fucking posting? I wonder if he even asked his sons. The top comment is, Jesus Christ, dude, have some dignity. Which is just so true. Bill de Blasio.
Was he mayor when you lived out there?
I have no idea. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
These texts are cringier than Anthony's wiener. At least his were genuine. Yeah, I mean, these are totally made up, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is not his son.
This is not a real conversation. What does Dante actually think about this? Dante's like, bro, if you would have asked me, I would have said, don't post that shit. Fuck, Bill de Blasio. Man, I don't care what this guy's qualifications are. I'm not voting for him as just by this text alone, by this tweet alone.
From what I mean, I'm not from out there, obviously, but from what I understand, he's pretty fucking unpopular in New York. So, like, his own city doesn't even like him. So, I don't see that.
Love his name though.
Working out too far.
Isn't his name amazing? Bill de Blasio.
Yeah.
Bill smoked the Bill de Blasio.
Wow.
I got to do this with Theodore someday. Actually, you know, it'd be great when he's 1 year old. I'll have him be like, look at this conversation I had with Theodore. And he's like, well, Dad, I'm glad you've asked. I've got a few ideas. Yeah, this cracked me up. I watched the debates last night. I hate watching those debates. I'm going to be honest.
It's rough.
Everybody says the same fucking shit. It's just, I just feel like there's no, I'll tell you why Trump won. Because he was at least like, it's just so mind-numbing. Everybody saying the same fucking thing, dude. Nobody stands out to me. Everyone's like, oh, this person won, this person won. I'm like, dude, they all said the same shit. But what can you do? It's all, I mean, how do you stand out? It's like, putting kids in cages is wrong. We all need health care. We all, the top 1% owns 50% of the nation's wealth. I've been hearing the same talking points for like my whole fucking life. I still watched it though. Do you guys watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched both nights.
Thoughts? I watched them both too.
I mean,
you got a standout? Who do you like?
Well, I mean, the standout from last night, I think, was obviously Harris, especially considering she had like zero fucking momentum before last night. So, you know, she had the most to gain and not very much to lose. I think she was polling at like 3% before last night.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was way down there. Single digits for sure. Low single digits.
I like her, man. She's sharp. She's fiery.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a supporter of her politics, but I will admit she did extremely well in the debate. You know, I would disagree with what you said about nobody stand out. I feel like she did.
Wait, what do you disagree about her politics? I'm just curious.
I mean, she's, I guess not her politics as much as her background. You know, she was a DA here in California and did a lot of pretty questionable things. I don't know if you heard about the whole truancy thing. Do you remember that?
No.
It actually kicked in when well, you're a little older than me, but when we were in high school, they implemented a new rule that if a kid was truant from school, the parent could get arrested. And
that was her?
Stuff. Yeah, she pushed for that hard.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on in like the inner city, you know, but I mean still that seems like really
some
Orwellian
shit policies in the past, but you know, the stuff she's campaigning on now is different than that, but yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
But
got to look into that, but I mean,
yeah, I'm not a big Biden fan, and she fucking
Biden is such a
him.
tool.
Yeah,
He's such a. Actually, you know what? I feel bad saying anything bad about the guy because that dude has the most tragic background of all time. His wife and daughter died in a car crash, and then his son got brain cancer and died. Like, bro, fuck. You get to be president just on pity, bro. I felt so bad. My heart melted when I.
Yeah, I mean that is rough. That is rough, but
God, how do you come back?
You know, the worst sob story is not necessarily the best metric to pick a president, I guess. So.
Well, sure, Dan, if you want to be technical about it. But I don't like him. He's just a stiff. He's too fucking old. Yeah. I want someone young, you know, with a little life, a little fire.
Yeah.
I like the young dudes, and I'm a Bernie Sanders guy. I was all about him during the last cycle, but he's too. I'm sorry. I just think he's too fucking old.
Yeah, I'm a Bernie guy too, but I gotta say I did not think he did well last night at all. I was not impressed with his performance.
Look, everyone always says that during the debates. Look, that's like the main press word.
Let me speak directly to the American people right now.
Look. But no, I did not like Bill. I did not like, and I just want someone who's sharp, who's young, who can still think. You know, listen, how old is Bernie? Like 75? No offense to old people out there, but I've met a lot of fucking, bro, if you met an 80-year-old person, I mean, some of them are sharp and they're still there, but they're not as fucking sharp as they were when they were goddamn 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And 4 years is a long time when you're 80 goddamn years old. Right?
80, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'd love to see some young blood.
You know, Trump is pretty old too. That motherfucker just like covers it up with spray tan and like hay. The hay. He looks like he has hay on his hair. But anyway,
He's looking a lot older these days, I got to tell you. I mean, it always happens.
Yeah.
When you're president, you age real quickly. But yeah.
But he's in his 70s, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Bernie, I think, are the same age, or maybe 1 year apart.
That blows my fucking mind that they're the same age. Trump age. Because, man,
well, Bernie
he's
looked
73.
70 since he was like 30. Have you seen
Right.
pictures of Bernie from the 70s? He already looked the way
Trump
he
is 73. Bernie's 77.
Okay, so that's more than a year. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, by the time Bernie takes office, he'll be like 78 and a half.
Yeah.
By the time he finishes, he'll be 82, dude. And if he does 2 terms, which most presidents aspire to, most presidents do 2 terms,
Yeah,
he'll be
90?
68, dude.
No, not 68. How did you come up with that number?
66 or 80. I mean 88. I mean 88.
Yeah, going on 90. That's rough.
fucking too hot.
Yeah.
You better have a great VP, man.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
None of that.
Well, I hope. I guess all I'll say is I hope by the time the next debate rolls around, we've thinned the herd a little bit, because this fucking 30 candidate thing is stupid as hell.
Yeah.
There's so many people
dude,
up there that it was like, why the fuck are you there?
there was some like holistic.
Oh, I love her. Actually.
It just said author.
Marianne Williamson.
It just said author, and she starts talking about like holistic healing the country, and I was like, this
Dude, I've got a strange connection to her. I gotta say, she's part of this. She's part of the Brazzo crowd.
No, don't you fucking tell me she's a Brazzo.
I'm not kidding.
Tell me.
The company that I used to work for that did all that shit for Brazzo, that weird connection I have to that, they did her events too.
So she's into Brazzo. She probably gazed right before the
she's
debate.
The same. She does like spiritual guru shit. She
How
does
did
like
she get on stage?
she's got a decent amount of support. She's Oprah's spiritual advisor.
No.
Yeah.
The more I learn about Oprah.
The crazy thing is, I mean, she's kooky for sure, but some of her, she actually came out with some pretty fire answers a couple times. I was like, damn, the fucking weird.
She's like,
the
what we
crystal
need
healing
to
lady
do.
got some ideas here.
She's like, I remember that. My favorite answer was when she said, what we need to do is replace the House of Congress. Every seat, we need to put a healing crystal in the seat instead of a person. And we need to come to the center of the room, and we need to have a crystal shower where all the House representatives lay on the ground, and we play vibrating music to vibrate with the crystals, and you get rained.
It has to be 434 hertz tuning.
Exactly. 1 hertz off, or 1 hertz above or below, and the country will have a World War III.
I think I'll feel bad if I'm wrong about this, so take it with a grain of salt. But I think I've heard that she's anti-vax too. So yeah, she's got some.
That doesn't surprise me, dude.
Yeah,
When you're in the crystal healing, you're definitely anti-vax. By the way, Bernie Sanders is 6 feet tall. I'm seeing here. That's pretty impressive.
6 feet?
Yeah.
I mean, not that tall.
He looks like a, Trump is apparently quite tall as well. He's
Trump's a tall guy.
6'3".
Yeah. He's a large man. He's a large,
He's got a
wet
fat
man.
ass, dude.
Dude, he's got a dumper.
He's got a fucking fat ass.
He's got a big old dumper, that guy.
Damn, I'd like to get a piece of that ass, bro. Like
that fucking Big Mac ass.